Hello, I'm Joy Manesiotis. I'm thrilled to have a piece in this issue of Ambit. The piece I'm going to be reading from is drawn from a longer book-length manuscript. It's a hybrid. It's also a stage production. It's called A Short History of Anger, and it takes its source material from the Destruction of Smyrma in 1922 in Asia Minor. The piece has a speaker and a Greek chorus in it. On stage, it is many voices of the chorus, but for today, I will be reading the speaker, and Chris Beach will be reading the voices of the chorus. Chris was also the director of the stage production. A Short History of Anger, the refugee as double. The knife was from Constantinople. It had been quiet a long time. It had stopped talking. For a long time, it had laid on the sideboard, silent, for a long time. It was a dagger, a long curved blade. It was from Constantinople. Around the table, glasses of metaxa, cigarette smoke, worry beads. On the sideboard, the knife. Its hilt of worked stone, ivory, celadon, ruby, its curved blade quiet, not talking, everyone else talking, slapping cards, and in the room above them, we ran across the ceiling, back and forth, a game my cousins played, like a wave back and forth, the ocean talking outside, the glint on the coil of waves out the window. We were at the window, looking down across the sand, its dun color stretching out, the night falling on the sand, and back and forth we ran. And they played cards, the adults, slapping cards, their laughter waves across our floor. We passed by the knife in the day. It never talked. The blade sheathed in beaten metal, inlaid stones. The knife was from Constantinople. The metaxa, the clicking of worry beads, their throaty laughter, their shouts, the slapping of cards. Then it stopped. Everything silent, eerie. We froze mid-flight across the room. Maybe the knife was talking now, but we couldn't hear it. Each cousin froze, curls stopped in mid-air, arms rising through air halted in flight. The knife was in his thigh. She had buried it in his thigh, the worked hilt of beautiful stone against his skin, and blood. There must have been blood, the silence and waves against the walls. We could hear only the absence of the adults' voices, our grandmother's hand leaving the knife, her friend's blood. A dark humming the air. There must have been blood. Her name murmured, a small buzzing. The chorus considers fate again.
Unturning.
Atropos.
It sweeps in like that, unturning, or turning, away or other. Your ancestors are standing in a circle. They have made the circle very wide. Is this enemy? What is enemy? Doubled. The refugees, doubled. Connected to those whose lives they step into by what has been torn away. It will reach you. Whatever you do will only bring it closer. And then you will rotate under its weight. You push back against it, palms upturned, shoulders lifted for a moment. Each moment weighed, snip, snip. And then a burst of laughter, the adults laughing, a surge lifting you back to your wave of play. You hear only your grandmother's hand leaving the knife.
Dry skin of her fingers brushing cool hemispheres of garnet, jade, the cut surfaces of rubies, emeralds, the air rushing past, whispering as her hand lifted, left the handle and its beautiful density, its worked surface.
Years of someone's attention on its beauty, years of someone's hand against the stones.
Blade in its sheath, Knife snug against his waist, hooves against cobblestone, the knife riding against the warmth of his torso, his hip. It was a wind, that sound, the air moving across her skin, voices carried across the rocky plain.
Murmur and hiss, urgent with request. Her brother was speaking, dirt filling his mouth.
We could hear only that sound. There must have been others, laughter dying away, ringing against the walls, bright in overhead light.
Was someone wailing?
We heard only the wind, the voices.
Did a keen lift up in the air? Quiet and far off, someone wailing?
Thank you.
Thank you.